Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 2 of our Unsocial Realtor webinar. Please manage the graphics or the quality of the graphics is looking a little bit boring. So I said we'll be looking at 3 things: Facebook lead generation, how to close, and AI for productivity. So yesterday we started with generate, how to generate leads. We looked at Facebook lead generation, build a system that brings in quality leads. And we said your buyer is already scrolling and attention span is very slow or very low now. You need to find the best way to make sure that you catch their attention and you put your offer in front of them. And we looked at who is your target audience and went ahead to discuss the 4 parts of your pipeline engine. Okay, we said the offer, the creative, the targeting, and capture. We spent a lot of time in offer, and I asked what an offer is, and we got a lot of beautiful answers. And we all agree offer is giving out an irresistible opportunity or a proposal that will make the prospect or the buyer feel like he's a fool or she's a fool if he or she doesn't take that offer. Then we capture using lead form by Facebook. So we said this is how an ad looks like, and I mentioned the word called AIDA: attention, interest, desire, action. Anytime you are putting out an offer, there have to be a call. There have to be a call to action. CTA. Yeah, you have to let them know this is what they do. This is what they should do after looking at your ad. Okay. Then we now went ahead and said your budget should start small. And once you find a winner, I said, is any advert that 4 out of 10 looks like they know what they are talking about. And your goal at the test phase is to generate 20 leads as fast as possible, starting with an initial budget of 5,000 naira per day. Once the leads are okay, you scale it up, then you can multiply. So we now went ahead, we did the practical on how to set up an ad, and I said this is the assignment. So I asked a question: is there anybody in the room that attempted running an ad yesterday? If you did, you can drop a comment in the room. Is there anybody that attempted placing an ad yesterday? Going one, going twice, gone. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, okay, I think okay, thank you, Joy. Joy gave it a try. So someone said there's a saying that says that knowledge is power. It was corrected that what is power is the application of knowledge, actually. Application of knowledge is equal to power. So if we don't really practice this, nothing is really going to change. So please,
I can't hear you.
let's practice this. I can assure you that if you have any challenges, if you have questions, I'm just a DM away. Don't be scared that you may be stuck and you know you may not get help. Okay, so please don't be If you have any challenges, just send me a message on WhatsApp, and I'll try to give you answer as soon as possible. Okay, so don't. Oh, thank God! I see some people. And you said they have one running already. Um, somebody has account suspended. Okay, so I think some of us may be having challenges with our ad account. I think we should have a clinic. Let's call it Facebook clinic, but not today. Maybe at the end of the class tomorrow, we can do a Facebook clinic. Anyone that has challenge, we use that period to try and look at it for 1 hour and try to solve it after tomorrow's class. Okay. So as I was saying, if you don't practice this thing, nothing will really change. So practice makes perfect. Today, we'll look at sales closing and objection handling. But before we go into sales closing, I will want to go back to our ad yesterday and try to complete it because we stopped at a particular point. We couldn't finish it. And for the audience also, we just did one particular type of audience. We didn't try another type of audience. So we'll use the next 10 minutes to quickly look at what we did yesterday so that we can have a refresher. Okay. So I'm going to facebook.com/ads manager. So facebook.com/ads manager. So I can see that from the comments that refresher class is very, very important because I'm seeing people are really mentioning that their account was so we're going to have that clinic when we're done with the whole class. Okay. So if at any point maybe my voice is cracking, is really not friendly. Today
The meeting room.
is a rain day. Hello? Yeah, today is a rain day because is it has practically been raining all day, all day. It has practically been raining all day today. So it's a rain day. Rain day. I want to get a write-up that I'm going to use for that property. So let's go to the ad. I'm going back to the ad now. Manager is still booting since that time that I loaded it. It's still booting. Oh, yeah, it's still booting. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm saying that even outside Lagos, it's been a rain day today. Wow. Hmm. Okay, so this is the back end. And It's quite today with this speed of internet, with this internet, when we were kicked out of the internet, the recording stopped. Okay, so you can see he said this ad was not published because there are some errors. So what do? You just click on view details and try to see what is the error. And see, all they are asking for is that they need a phone number required. You need to verify phone number. So I say, okay, fixed error. Which phone number do they want to verify? So they will tell us the phone number. So I click on verify. I'm not seeing any error again on this page. I click on publish again. What are they saying? They are taking me back towards that payment stuff. I don't want to pay anything because I already have money in that account. So I click publish. It's still taking me back to this, but I don't want to make any other payment. So let's see. Um, let me scroll up to see if there's any other error. So there's no red, showing red nowhere. So I will ignore it. Let me open another ad manager and refresh. I just opened another ad manager and I'm refreshing. Okay. So under delivery, you can see it's showing no ads because they are still trying to take that advert. So give it some time. It will turn to processing, from processing to review, from review to active. So this is how to set up the ad. Now, once the lead starts coming in, they will start popping in under these results. They will start popping in under results. Okay. You start to popping in under results. You can see the lead form is currently empty, but once they start popping in, um, the stuff will keep increasing. So, can we still see my screen? If you can see my screen, just let me know.
Yes,
Type
I can
yes,
see.
because some people. Okay, okay. So this is how to um, publish an ad. So we are going to the class for today, which is sales closing and follow up. So I'm going to open my slide and fire down. Okay. Oh, okay. Before we go into this, I think I should ask, are there any questions? If there are questions, please let us take them before we move on to this session. As I said, today we'll try and finish up in time. We're not going to spend 2.5 hours
Yes, I
like
have a
yesterday.
question, please.
Okay,
Okay, so
okay,
you
go
paid
ahead.
them 5,000, meaning the ad will run for just one day.
Yeah, just for 24 hours.
Okay,
So
so but if
immediately that
if one
morning
intend,
is exhausted, it stops.
okay, so if you intend to run the ad for a specific number of days, maybe 5 days, we'll just multiply the 5,000 by the
By the number of
number
days,
of days
yes.
and pay everything at once.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Any other question? Any other questions? Okay, so day 2, sales closing and objections handling. So we're going to be looking at 4 types of objections that can cost you the deal. Private, I think your mic is unmuted. Let's try to mute our mics, okay? You know, when I'm running ads, when I do trainings, some of my students, they will say, sir, I've gotten 10 clients from the advert. I say, 10 clients. Oh, okay. So I have a question. Somebody said, how do you control your budget not to go beyond? Please let me read the question. The question says, how do you control your budget so it doesn't go beyond what you put on your ad account? Or sometimes 5K can finish before 24 hours. Oh, yes, that is possible. If your ad is doing very fine, sometimes before 24 hours, the 5K will be expended. But not to worry, as long as the leads are coming in, just prepare for the next day. But the good thing is about ads manager is, especially if you are using the Naira account, you cannot spend more than what you have in the account. Except if you have been running ads for some time, then they give you grace. If you are paying consistently, they will give you grace to even spend without having money in the account. But for a start, you can't spend what you don't have. So don't worry about your 5,000 naira finishing under 24 hours. As long as the leads are popping in, there's no problem. So as I was saying, some of my students, immediately they run ads, they get 10 people fill the form. Wow, sir, I have 10 clients. 10 clients, those are leads, they are not clients. And this is the number you should try to tweak or strive to make it better. When you have 100 leads, try to have at least 30 conversations. 30 conversation means you have spoken with all the 100, and out of the 100, 30 of them look like the serious people that are interested in what you are selling. Then target to do 10 inspections. 10 inspections and try to close 2. So you can see yesterday I said, whenever I want to sell a property, once I start running an ad, my target is 100 to get the first 100 leads. Because I know out of those 100 leads, especially for properties that are less than 100 million naira, but anything from 100 million naira above, I like to do 300 leads. The starting point is 300 leads. Like if I have any property brief in Nikoyi, Asokoro, all those eyebrow areas, the starting point is from 300 leads minimum. That's when I knew that, okay, I started running ads. But you know, when you start newly, you won't know about these figures. Maybe you get 20 and they are not looking like, you get tired and you close shop and say this thing is not working. No, it's not that it's not working. It's just that you have not gotten to what do they call that point? You've not gotten to the tipping point. There was a guy that was doing some videos online, I think a lawyer, that was doing 100-day series. The first day I saw that guy on Instagram, or either Instagram or TikTok, was on the 21st day. That's the day I started to notice him. So it means for me, for that guy to be on my timeline without me being a follower, I must have He must have done 21 videos. If you have stopped at 20 videos, you will not get me. You will not get to my timeline. So you can you just say this is not what issues, but you should target to do better. Okay. So this is like 2%. 2%. Okay, so as I said, that there was a time while I was struggling to do 10%, I had a student that was doing 33, 40%. Okay, so bigger budgets does not necessarily means you are closing more. Yeah, you are going to have a lot of leads, but if you are not following them properly, then you will just be losing them. So these are the 5 conversations that will lead to a good closing. The first is you connect. You connect. And connecting means you are trying to build rapport and drop the salesy tone. You see, yesterday I was giving an example of my experience in a restaurant. My experience in a restaurant, uh, just got back. Just got back. I know a lot of us were laughing. What I was trying to do was trying to connect. You know, I was trying to connect with that person because people try or buy from people they trust, and they will not trust you until they know you. And how will they know you? By being in their faces. I was sitting at one corner of the restaurant, and I wanted him to know me. I moved to his table. You know, so you need to connect. You need to connect. I don't want to go into the funny way I closed one of those Dubai properties when I went to Dubai. So some of us that do tour, that do trip, please don't just go into those countries and look at the skyscrapers, look at their museum and come back. Always use it as an opportunity to meet Nigerians in that country so that you can preach the gospel of real estate. And how do you do it? I showed you yesterday how to target people in diaspora. So if you are going to Singapore, for some of us on this call that are going to Singapore, I think in November or October, I think there's a Singapore stuff. So you can go target Nigerians in Singapore and say, okay, you're having a hangout to teach them one or two things about real estate. So that's it. So number 2, qualify. You know, ask for their budget, their timeline, the decision maker before you even pitch anything. You know, so that you don't waste your time talking to who is not the right person you should be speaking to. Like I mentioned yesterday, the guy that wanted to buy the Ikoyi stuff took us like 3 weeks, about 5 inspections. The guy kept doing video, you know. We did not know that the decision maker was the wife. And he too, he didn't say. So you have to qualify so that you won't waste your time pitching. Then after qualifying, you match the person to the property they are looking to buy. You know, most time what we do is we try to sell them the property that we have. We don't care if that property meets their needs, but we just want to offload what we have. And I keep saying, prescription without diagnosis is the biggest scam of all time. You don't walk into an hospital and the guy will just look at you and say, go and take paracetamol. You will not buy it. So the buyer too, he won't buy from you because you didn't even ask him what the problem is. And I've seen people that bought land in places like Igbonla and Ibejuleki. And 2 days later, they came. They say, "Where is my survey? I want to start building." Why? Because the realtor said it's buy and build because he needed commission to pay for house rent. So that's just transaction. You cannot grow a business being transactional. You build business by being relational, empathy. Put yourself in their shoe. There was a lady that was looking for last month uh, two bedroom apartment in Lekki phase 1, and she said. So I asked her, she says she wanted to do shortlet. Okay, shortlet. Okay. So how many units on the 2 bedroom? She said it's just one. Okay. How much are you looking at putting into this investment? She said between 120 to 150 million. I said, okay, let me get back to you. I know that there's no 120, 150 million naira 2 bedroom apartment, but you can't just tell them no. Okay. So I went. I gave her all the 2 bedroom apartments that I could lay my hands on that looks reasonable. She wanted off plan. And what I was saying is one between 180 and 250 million. So okay, this is what we have. But if you come down to Ikota, Aja, Shangutedu, you could see something for that budget. So okay, she's looking at it. Then I now ask her the killer question. What is the most important thing about this investment? Aside from the fact that you want to use it for shortlets. Say, my brother, I'm interested in the returns that comes with it. During that, at last, that lady, what she bought was a mall, a shopping mall, commercial, all this mall. Because I told her with that money, that 120 million, she can get a 30 square meter shop, 4, at a pre-launch, at a off-plan listing. That's what she ended up buying. And she was happy because I told her commercial real estate is even more. Ah. Yes, I wanted to sell the mall, but at the same time, I was helping her because she said all she's interested in is making money with property. She doesn't really, she thought shortlet is the best. So I now did the number shortlet occupancy at 50%. This is it. Your expenses, this is it. But if you have a commercial property, that one is 247. Ogata, oh, Allah, that's the person who open shop, open shop, he has to pay your rent. And business people, they don't owe rent because they don't want to close their source of stuff. And the woman took it. I ended up, somebody that wanted to buy Lekki, ended up buying mall in Shangotedo. So the next thing is you handle any objections that come with it. I've seen a lot of more. This your own is inside. I said, is it inside you want or the money? Which one? He said the money. I said, okay, let's do this. Okay. So then finally you ask. Name the next step clearly, then ask. Go for the key. Frank Adon said, when you've mentioned the price, keep quiet. That's when you've asked. Just keep quiet and watch. Don't talk too much so that I don't talk yourself out of the deal. Okay? So the 4 objections, these are just, I know, okay. I think what we'll do is when we go through these 4 objections, then I'll open the floor. Some of us will also share some objections that we have heard and try to come up with answer or answers to them. I need to think about it. So what they are saying is that all the story you are talking about, they are unsure, or they are just being polite. They don't want to tell you no. So if somebody say, oh, I need to think about it, you say, I agree with you. This is quite a huge investment, and thinking about it is not a crime. But sir, or ma, I would like to know, what specifically do you want to think about? Is it the price or the location? Is it the price or the location? Hmm. Then you now start hearing different things. It's not actually the location, but it's the price. I'm looking at when people are talking about price, it means they are not convinced. So that's an opportunity for you to now sell the benefits, not the not the features. It's an opportunity for you to not go over the benefits. Okay, so it's too expensive. So what they are saying is they've not seen the value. So these people now that talk about something being expensive, you now ask, aside from being expensive, someone said as a salesperson, anything your prospect says is correct. So the first thing is you always agree. You always agree, oh, it is expensive. Sir, I agree with you. Do you know why? 70% of people who bought from me, it's the same thing they say. 70% of people who have bought this property, that's what they say. So I agree with you. You are right. But aside from the money, is there any other concerns you have about this investment? The person will now say, now the money, now the money is just expensive. Okay, sir. How about look at this, what you are getting, this is what you are getting, this is what you are getting, you get this in the next 10 years, this thing will do this, will do this. But do you know the good thing? I can offer you a payment plan. But if I will give you a payment plan, you need to make a commitment today. Can you do that? Say, I cannot commit today, but if you give me 3 days, I should be able to. So now what you are trying to do is you are trying to get a commitment. You see, you have turned down objection to trying to get the person to commit. Immediately you are offering payment plan, they should be ready to drop something. I wish, even if he's on the call, I won't mention his name. He was trying to close a 10-acre property in one of our 10-acre land in one of our estates. And the guy said, and that property has an initial deposit of 1 million naira per acre. So if you want to buy 10 acres, the minimum deposit you can do is 10 million naira. Now, so client, a big prospect, tell the realtor that, yes, he's okay with the 10 million initial deposit, but he's going to do it end of the month, end of this July. I said, no, now, Mr. Rector, what did you say? He said, okay. I said, no, now. Call the guy. Tell him if he's really serious about this transaction, he needs to drop in. You can't tie down 10 acres with word of mouth. They don't do it anywhere. So call him back and tell him that the MD said if he cannot send him 2 million naira this night or latest tomorrow morning, that there's no deal. So the guy was like, this is a good idea. And he called the guy. And the next morning, the guy sent the 1 million. At least that has committed him that he is going to pay 9 million naira by the end of the month. Okay? Then, or they will tell you, I'll get back to you. Is there anybody, please, if somebody have told you, I'll get back to you, type in the comment box, back. Just type back. If you have heard this objection that somebody say, I'll get back to you, just type back. I want to see comment. Somebody have told you in the past, I'll get back to you. Nobody has gotten, I'll get back to you. Eh? Oh, thank you, Abiba. Thank you, Olabisi. Thank you. Says Pro Max. Olam, thank you. Yes, I'll get back to you. Hmm. So do you know that most time when you hear I'll get back to you, that person does not have the power to make that decision at that time. Or is a polite way to just end that conversation. Is a polite way. Or what you are telling them has not really entered them. That's they don't see the value you are committing. You are communicating. So there's no reason to act. So they'll tell you, I'll get back to you. You know, when you read a lot of books on sales, you see different ways they handle this, I'll get back to you. So you can say, what do you want to get back to? Oh, okay, sir. Oh, okay, ma. What do you want to get back to me specifically? Is it about the price or the dates you are making the payment? They will still say, I'll get back to you soon. Oh, okay. Should I call you back on what was today? Today is Wednesday. Should I call you back on Friday or on Sunday? You can't just hang up the call without having something to hold. You must have something to hold. Soon is not a time. Soon is not a time. Then you hear something like, let me discuss with my spouse. You see, if that Ikoyi guy has told us this one, we wouldn't have wasted 3 weeks jumping up and down because we will now know that, oh, now madam, they pay for the house. He didn't say, let me get back to my spouse. We just say, okay, let's go and see, let's go and see. Okay, we'll make a deposit. Can you get this? Can you get that? So what do? You get both of them on the call. Oh, why not put her on call now so that she will hear firsthand or you will hear firsthand what I've told you. You know, they say the story is sweetest from the horse's mouth. By the time you are relaying the message, you may miss out one or two things. Oh, no, I can't call her right now. Okay. When will you like us to have a conference call? So always try to end the call with something. Don't just they tell you. So before we go into this, please, what other objections have you experienced in the past? What other objections? Um, Blessing, can you please mute your mic? Okay, I think I have to mute that. So I asked a question that what other objections have you experienced in the past? Okay, is anybody sharing? Is- Can we get one or two objections that we've experienced in the past? Okay, I have a big project I got Oh, I have a big project I'm handling right now. Yes, we hear that. We hear that. I have a big, oh, the place is too far. I love this objection. I love this objection. Oh, I agree with you, sir, ma, but far from where? You know, I've asked a lot of people this question, and some of them will now look like they now feel stupid because both of us will now be looking at ourselves. By the time you ask them, oh, I agree with you, but sir, far from where? From where I'm coming from. But do you want to live there or you want to make the money? It's not a must that any property you buy, you are going to live with that property. You are buying for speculation, you are buying for investment. Then, if you now say, oh, I have a big project that I'm currently, oh, congratulations. A lot of my clients that I actually end up buying this property are always in one project or another. And I know it can be time consuming and financially draining. So, but can you commit even with an initial deposit so that you can lock it down at this price? You know, if they say, oh, initial deposit will not work, then you say, oh, so like when do you like me to get back to you on this? And say another one, let me pay my child school fees first. Wow, nice one. So, sir, when is the best time I should get back to you? Or you turn it to a conversation about the son or the child. Oh, which class? Which class is he? Or is he? Oh, he's in year 3. Wow, what's his name? Oh, his name is wow, nice one. He must be a smart person like you. No, so you now convert the conversation about what is important to them. Wow, he must be a smart person or smart kid. Like his dad. Wow. Ah no, let's not play. Let's not play with the school fees. So you change the conversation to what is important to them and forget about what you are promoting or what you are selling. You'll be surprised. The next thing you hear is how much you even call that property. You know, there was one of my clients that invited me to. Unfortunately, that's where we were. No, not we were in the process of trying to close a deal. Unfortunately, the guy lost his mom. Ah, that death, now me the thing pain pass. So you know, crying more than the bereaved. That was what happened. Money that I've already started analyzing how I'm going to spend. The guy just lost his mom. Oh, end of discussion. So I can't say, oh, yeah, this is the application form. So we now went into bereavement mode. What do we do now? We went into bereavement mode. So all of us were bereaved. So I want my wife went for the say no black. I'm a black senator. We now went there. We're now doing bereavement. As we're doing bereavement, he was also introduced. He was even introducing me to this is that person that I wanted out that property. So, was he talking about property? And what did that one go? It just like 2, 3, a pack of wine. Hello, more. How much did I even buy that wine? I don't think I spent up to 30,000 naira just to show us this is my contribution. Do you know that in the area he made the deposit?
Wow.
But assuming I didn't show up, and I will say, oh yeah, come and pay. So he will just block me. But because I show concern to what is important to him, even the friend now ended up buying. So sometimes as salespeople, we focus too much on the sale and forget about the environment. You know, yesterday I said, as a salesperson, the more you can close the sale without the person knowing you are selling, the better for you. The better for you. And I think I would like to give, since we are talking about sales and objection, I think I should give this story about that Dubai property. Very funny and very interesting. You know, I saw this guy in the hotel where we normally take breakfast, day 1, day 2, day 3. So something doesn't know this guy must be staying in this hotel. So the first day I went to meet him, how are you doing? I noticed you there. Are you from Nigeria? I say, yes. What are you doing in Nigeria? What are you doing in Dubai? I said, what do they do in Dubai? He said he came for holiday. He said, what about me? I said, I came to show people, around investment opportunity in Dubai. He said, I said, so you what do you do? He says the developer. So you see, the way I now looked at him, like, are you for real? You are a developer and you're here for holiday. So it was not like, is it a sin for me to come for holiday? I said, no, it's a sin, sir. Because all the developers I know, they come to Dubai to get inspiration. And I give you an example. There was a company, I don't want to mention this company name, that was saying, buy the company, buy Lagos. I won't mention the company. I said, do you know that the company is from Denmark? Buy Dubai, buy Denmark. Buy Denmark, buy Dubai. So that company, he said, yes, I saw. I said, that's what they do now. I said, so you that you are here and you are saying you are doing on the day, I don't understand. I said, but unfortunately, I just finished my last call for developers yesterday and it has closed. I would have slotted you in. He said, Mr. Azar, so you build people, developers, say, yes, we show them what is happening so that when they go back home, they can. He said, how come I've not met you since? I said, I don't approach people easily, but when I saw you, I said, I think we are the same. He said, you need to give me that call. I said, but it has closed. He said, no, Azan, I'm going back in 3 days. You need to find a way. I said, I hate asking people for favor, but what you are doing now is like you want me to go and ask for favor. He said, Azan, you need to try for me. So I said, okay, give me a minute. I went to a call. I had my phone. I wasn't calling anybody. I came back. I said, I'll book an appointment for you tomorrow, 10 a.m. He said, perfect. So when he said perfect, now, and I went and did the recall. I called, what was that girl's name? What was her name? So, and I went back to do the recall. I called the company direct. You guys be serious. I'm bringing a Nigerian billionaire developer to you. So bring in your best inspection car. Come and carry us at Damakite. Pasha Heights, yes. Come and take us there. Come and pick us. They now send the driver, Ahmed. They brought a Lamborghini. When we came outside, if not that I knew Ahmed, I would not know that that car is for us. When I saw that, Ahmed, how are you, Habibi? The developer looked at me and said, Azam, she got my 1 year. Now, which will go enter with that? I said, okay, come. So we entered. Boom. When I got to the office, Shoba, some of us that have been to Dubai, Shoba Realty in Heartland. And so we enter. If you see their gallery, the prototype is as tall as the prototype is taller than us. When we enter, oh God. It's just unfortunate that now to go to Dubai, they say you have to be 45 years. It has become difficult, not like before. That would enter there like every quarter. So when we got there, if you see their sales office is like 1,000 square meter. What's 1,000? It's like 10,000 square meter. People busy talking, people taking coffee. The guy was already blown before we even sat. So I gave him a seat. I said, sit down. He said, I said, no, let's not sit. Look at this prototype. Let's go and look at like a kid. You know, I said, relax. And I called the lady, come. I said, what type of coffee do you want? He said, which one should you take? I said, take cappuccino. He said, okay. You know, so they brought him coffee. And I said, let's go and sit down. I said, don't worry, finish your coffee. You know, he was looking at the stuff. He was so excited. Wow, look at this. It even has lights. I said, don't worry. And I said, and I made a mistake. He said, this one, how much is it? I said, oh, God, leave price. Let them. So I was not blowing Yoruba to him. I said, don't be too excited. Let them finish their work. So when they finished this thing, he was already asking how much is this one. So you can see, as a salesperson, you need to have something they call sales enablement. Those people in Dubai, they have a lot of sales enablement, things that ordinarily people will start asking you how much. Look at those prototypes. We don't do them here. Only very few people that understood the game that do those things. You know, those are sales enablement. You don't need to talk too much. So while the guy was already asking for, I said, oh, God, calm down. I've not taken you to where I want to take you. I'm still going to take you to the experience center. That place, they will show you how they make their door, how they do this, how they do their tiling. They say, no, experience center, they've closed it. That they can't open it for one person. I say, guys, hey, go and call your VP of sales. He's an Indian guy. So when the guy came, I said, see, can you see the nonsense your girl is telling me? That they can't open the experience center for my person. Do you know this guy? I brought him all the way from he's in Nigeria. I brought him all the way from Canada for this store, and he's going back tomorrow. This is a multi-billionaire in dollars. So what I say, come on, open that thing. By the time they open experience center, the guy has had enough. Listen, I want to buy a unit. I can pay now. I can pay within 3 months. I said, how do you want to pay in 3 months? Are you not a business person? He said he's a business person. I said, so why do you want to tie? That money was around 280 million then, in 2019, I think, or 2020. After COVID. So I said, can you pay in 3 months? I said, oh, God, are you not a business person? How will you pay in 3 months? You want to tie down your money? I'll get you a good payment plan. He said, can I get in 12 months? I said, oh, God, I'll get you 24 months. Now we did it. You know, these people in Dubai, immediately the guy does, I think, once you pay for Oakwood and the initial deposit, they pay you your 3%, you walk out. The guy paid, immediately he did the initial deposit, they just wired me my 3% quietly. And for the 24 months, you should go and sort themselves. So the guy paid. The guy saw that I was helping him, and I was helping him. I didn't sell him anything. I didn't tell him to buy anything. He was the one that used his mouth to say he wants to pay. So that's how the sales should be. Like that guy in the restaurant that I said is from Italy. He said, can we go on Sunday? He said, can we go for inspection on Sunday? And ladies and gentlemen, as at that time, I don't even have a car. And the companies, they don't do inspection on Sunday. But as a salesperson, you need to, you say, oh, we don't do inspection on Sundays because our drivers don't work on Sunday. You know, that's what he said. He said, I can charter, he said, I can charter I can charter a vehicle. I say, oh, if you can do that with all pleasure, I'll take you there. Can you see? So let me see if there are other objections in the room so that we can try to answer them. I just bought a property last month. Wow, congratulations. Sir, is that your 10th property? So no, 10th property. Okay, if you buy one, buy two, buy three, buy four, until you get to the 100th property. Okay, so you tell them that buying property is not enough. Why should I get a property in Nigeria when I can pay mortgage here? You know, when you see some options, before you answer them, you first of all smile. Then the person will now look at you. Why are you smiling? Ah, I will say, sir, are you which country are you in? Are you Canada? Yeah, in Canada. So are you from there? You say no. Are you in Nigeria? I say yes. I will say, sir, have you heard of saying that you never land if you never buy land? So the guy will all look at it, yeah. But you have communicated your point. You have communicated your point. So you don't have to be too serious. Asking for 24 payment plan. The maximum plan is 12 months. Okay. So you know what you do for this person? What you do for this person is you say, sir, do you know any 2 or 3 of your friends that will be interested in this property? Why not let's do it this way? 2 of you, you can co-own that property and pay within 12 months. You can co-own it and pay within. And sir, see, do you know what we do? If you can get me 5 people, 2 people you co-own, the other 3 people, for anything they buy, you have 5%. Because I don't want you to lose on this transaction. I don't want you to miss this offer. Because I've had people who miss offer and they call me, they blame me that it's my fault. And I don't want to live without regrets again. I need to help you to get this property. Okay? So, someone said her husband died. You need to attend that burial. You need to attend that burial. Okay? So these are some of the objections. You know, we as sales people, we take the thing too seriously. Immediately a prophet send us a message, we quickly reply. We quickly reply. Give it cooling period. But don't let him pull too much because these are prospects. They are talking to 5 other people at the same time. You know, there was one of my clients who said, I asked him, why do you like dealing with me? He said professionalism. Hassan, your professionalism is something else. You see all this property brief that you just go and paste on WhatsApp. Before I send my own, I would have changed it in a way. And I'll send it. Tomorrow, when we are doing AI, I will show you how to do all those things. When they give you brief, don't just go and do copy and paste. There are too much agents and renters everywhere, consultants, that they don't know the difference between title document, but they are calling themselves consultants. So you have to stand out. Okay? So it's too far. So you ask them far from where? You know, that one is very common. Far from where? Oh, this place is bush. So I don't know that the city today, a bush today is a city tomorrow. A city today was a bush yesterday. Okay? Turn a maybe into the next step. So look at, these are examples, you know, how to handle those objections. It's too expensive. I hear you. Is it the total price or the monthly, blah, blah, blah. So we have answered all these objections. So I think We are coming gradually. Yeah, yes, that's it. So before day 3, you need to sharpen your clothes. You write the scripts in your voice, add a qualifying question to every first call. Always book the next step. That's what I was saying. That's don't let anybody just say, I'll get back to you. Then you two, you just, okay, sir, okay, sir, okay, sir. No. What do you want to get back to me on? Is it the price or the location? Uh, don't worry, I'll get back to you. So if the guy see wants to run away, then you now ask, would that be on a Thursday or on a Sunday? You say Thursday or Sunday. Okay. If I don't get your call on Sunday, is it okay? I'll call you on Monday. You can't just leave without you have to get something. Then track your close rate for every 10 minutes. Then you can role play. You can role play. You can role play. Successful salespeople, they do a lot of role play. Can role play. Okay. So, any question? If the volume is low, I think you should increase the volume from your on your device. Increase the volume on your device. I'm going to, if you are not in the WhatsApp group, try to be in the WhatsApp group. I'm going to send you some books on closing that will really help you. I'm going to drop them tonight. I'm going to drop them tonight. Then the recording, you will get the recording before tomorrow class starts. Before tomorrow class starts, you get the recording. Okay. Okay. I see some people say they are not in the group. Glory or Oyin, are you on the call? Please, if you're on the call, help me share that the WhatsApp link, the direct WhatsApp link to the stuff. Let me see. Okay, so if we have questions, please let's. I don't want us to do Facebook clinic. Let's do that tomorrow after our AI class. So any question on Facebook, let's leave it to tomorrow after our AI class. Okay, there's a question here. What can I do to convince a man who has money but lacks trust? This is a very beautiful question. So you see, in sales, there is a third-party trust system that you can use. What I mean is, the person, because people want to buy from people that look like them. So the person is seeing you less, like, this one that does not even have a car, that's, look, I came to my office everywhere. So you can use a third-party credibility. And how do you get that? If you are lucky, if the company you are promoting has a nice office, get the person to get to the office. If you can't get the person to get to the office, still use third-party credibility. Allow the CEO to talk to the person. If you cannot get to the CEO, allow somebody who is higher than you to also talk to the person. So that's third-party credibility. It always works all the time. Third-party credibility. Use it. Why do you think some people use brand ambassador to promote what they are selling? They're trying to get third-party credibility. No, it's not all of us that people started trusting us. Trust is a process. And one of the easiest way for people to trust you is to be visible. In fact, visibility has become the new credibility. Visibility has become the new credibility. Even if you are saying nonsense, you will see some nonsense people that will still be your fans. So you don't have a trust problem, it's visibility problem you have. The little thing you know, share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram. People will still listen to you. Okay? So please use third party. Let a higher person talk to the person, or get the CEO to talk to the person, or get the person to get to the site or the company office. I think it will break that trust barrier. Okay. How often should we follow up on a client who goes completely silent, even after several attempts to reach him? He was interested from our calls, and we ended the call with a clear goal for him to pay a certain day, but he went completely mute. Okay. This is a very good one, too. You see, follow up is good, but follow up too much is also bad. When you come into my lead, some of us on this call will testify. If you mistakenly give me your name, email, and phone number, that's the biggest mistake you ever make, because I will follow you up for the next 10, 20 years. I will follow you up for the next 10, 20 years. There was a guy that bought a property from me, and a 900 square meter, 1.5 plots. And after we've closed the transaction, maybe about 20 something million naira, and he asked me a funny question. He said, Hassan, do you know how we met? I said, you are my friend on Facebook. Now, my friend on Facebook. He said, no, I'm not your friend on Facebook. There was this advert you did 3 years ago that I wanted to buy, but I couldn't buy. But I kept seeing your email. So when I was ready, it was from there. I follow you on Facebook. I added you. You followed back. So I thought it was one of my Facebook friends. I did not know that it was from my emails marketing. Now I now went to Facebook and searched before I finally bought. But me too, I was following him too, because I was sending emails. Once in a while, I was sending happy new months. So once you get any lead, don't be sad that he's not buying now. Maybe the money is not ready. So we keep following up. Let me give you an example of another follow-up. So the follow-up you do is not come and buy. You'll be doing content. Like this particular person now, go to AI, look for content around that thing that I wanted to buy. If it's because of short legs, you start looking for content on short legs. Twice in a week. Just giving content twice in a week. Forget about that he wants to pay. Leave that one first. Don't be giving. Maybe the money is gathering is not complete. But if you are not following up that way with content, the guy may end up buying from someone else, because don't be surprised. When he has made up his mind, you forget the name with which he saved your number. You would have forgotten, maybe he saved your name as Ali. You will not remember. But if you are sending content, it's easy for the person to remember. That's what they call top of mind. Toma. Always keep your prospect top of mind. Oh, email marketing is not part of our this thing. Maybe I'll have to show you that. If we finish early tomorrow, somebody should remind me how you can do email marketing. Just add them to an email autoresponder, to an email client, and be sending them bulk email. Okay? What else can be done when you know you had a good conversation with your prospect, practically closed? Got a definite date for the initial deposit, but the prospect suddenly, okay, that's what I just
Sorry, sir, it's the same
answered.
question as
Just
the
keep
first
following up.
person. Yeah.
You said, come again.
I was trying to tell you that you've already answered the question. So I didn't see
Okay,
that someone
yes.
had typed it earlier.
Okay. So that's it. So please, if we finish early tomorrow, someone should remind me by email marketing. I'll show you how to send email, so your leads, because you can't leave them blank. And when you send them email, you send them a text to go and check, because Nigerians, we don't open our emails. So if you send them email, you still have to send them a text message. Go and check your email. Okay. That way they will now see your message. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the absence of further question, I think what do I say? We need the email marketing. Okay, so yeah, if we finish early tomorrow, we'll touch on it. Okay, WhatsApp link. My virtual assistant is like, rain has affected her too. She's been locked out of the meeting. So I'll get the link. I'll send the WhatsApp link, so that if you are not in the group, you can join. You can join the WhatsApp group. The listing will be shared. I'll send those books. I'll send those books in the group. Then the recording, you get it tomorrow. Okay, so the WhatsApp link has been shared in the group. So thank you everyone for joining, and I don't take your time for granted. We'll continue this tomorrow. Thank you.
So I'll see you
Enjoy
tomorrow.
the rest of your rainy day.